now, with the Bloodline having dominated WWE for the last half-decade. As your humble wise man, it is my duty to take you through some of the most ferocious battles featuring the greatest warriors in the family. Not everything goes according to plan, and this year we're going to give you a chance to right the historical wrongs and change history to bring more glory to the Bloodline. It's our showcase, after all. Honestly, their only real competition is themselves.
Acknowledge me!
All of this fighting amongst each other, this constant power struggle, I won't let all of that ruin this moment. Because it's not just about Solo Sikoa or Roman Reigns. It's not just about the Usos. It's about every single member of their family that came before them, who built the lineage, and who made them into the superstars that they've become today. It's been said elsewhere that wrestling has more than one royal family. That's undeniably true. Also undeniably true is that for all of those other families, there's only one bloodline dynasty. In a family that specialized in brute force over the years, perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anawai, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion, Yokozuna arrived to WWE in the fall of 1992. An imposing behemoth, to say the least, Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a WWE Tag Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after my uncle. I carry it with so much pride and weight on my shoulders just because of what he's done for this business and who he is as a person too. It's a cool middle name to have, man. I represent it with the pride, man, that I have. Hopefully, man, I'm making him proud by doing it.
The manner in which Yokozuna melded incredible size with unspeakable agility shocked the WWE Universe, who to that point were used to their monsters hitting hard but moving slow. Yokozuna broke the mold, punishing opponents with super kicks, uranagis, leg drops, and of course, his devastating banzai drop. A maneuver so effective that once it had connected, nobody kicked out of it. Nobody.
Rodney was a very unique talent. I think the way he was able to handle all the pressure, it was kind of parallel to how he was in the ring. For someone to be so big and to be so nimble, you just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. That fool jumped in a pool, he'd knock out all the water, and that's the way it felt sometimes. He would go into those arenas and just suck in all the energy and be able to give it back. So when I look at Rodney, I see someone very similar to me, someone who understands the very, very top of the game, the top position, and everything that goes along with it.
In a career filled with so many highlight reel moments, perhaps nothing stands out more than when Yokozuna faced and defeated the so-called immortal Hulk Hogan at the first King of the Ring event in 1993. Looking to humiliate Hogan after the Hulkster stole Yokozuna's WWE Championship only 2 minutes after Yokozuna defeated Bret Hart for the title months earlier at WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna entered the ring totally focused on the task at hand. And on that night, he not only got revenge, but his victory would send Hogan packing from WWE for nearly 9 years.
Hulk Hogan is finished.
Many felt that Yokozuna had indeed killed Hulkamania. Now, you get to possess the power of the mighty Yokozuna and deal out punishment to Hulk Hogan to walk out of the King of the Ring, a 2-time WWE champion. Showcase the ability and the agility that made Yokozuna a Hall of Fame performer and take Hulkamania down. Banzai.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji is the champion from Polynesia Islands, weighing 550 pounds, Yokozuna!
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions from WrestleMania 9. A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner.
One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania.
Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time.
Listen to this. What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion.
His opponent, coming down the aisle with his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The Raptors shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going.
Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me.
The Hulkster ready for war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here.
Well, he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna.
Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna.
Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not. The challenger not taking their eyes off the championship.
And the champ is staring daggers right back at the opposition.
Mike McCall. Eliminating from King of the Ring 1993 alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, where Yokozuna hopes to regain the WWE Championship he lost in record time to Hulk Hogan.
Both men coming in with so much to prove. Hogan wants to prove his controversial WrestleMania win was no fluke. And he's also promised to finally slam the 550-pound giant right through the ring.
Yokozuna wants to erase the memory of his initial title reign that lasted mere seconds. He knows that a fresh Yokozuna can beat a fresh Hulk Hogan, and tonight is the chance to prove it. Hooked him up. High angle belly-to-back suplex.
Some folks thought Bret Hart should have had this rematch against Hogan, but the president of WWE has made the controversial decision to give Yokozuna the title match.
Indeed, there will be no rematch for Bret, who, I might add, lost the title after Mr. Fuji interfered on Yokozuna's behalf. Instead, he was given an automatic entry into tonight's King of the Ring tournament.
The Hitman has certainly capitalized on that opportunity, already defeating Razor Ramon and Mr. Perfect tonight. Now, can he finish the job in the main event and win the King of the Ring?
Just a relentless assault from Yokozuna.
Yokozuna making Hogan regret wanting this match. I love it.
We know the sold-out crowd here in Dayton is firmly behind the Hulkster. Hogan is relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from all of them.
But Yokozuna is completely focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hogan since the bell rang. He is ready, believe me. You know, Hogan slimming down may have an adverse side effect. Yokozuna can wrench those holds in around the Hulkster's waist now.
The waist and chest may be a little bit smaller, Corey, but you better believe that 24-inch pythons have not changed shape whatsoever.
And those pythons are primed to pick up the 550-pound monster and slam him through the mat. Oh.
What's Yokozuna going to do here? Belly to belly.
An overbearing assault on Hogan now.
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster's rocked.
Right across the larynx. Like a brick wall running into you.
Bombastic claims coming out of both camps coming into this one, gentlemen.
Hogan has claimed in interviews that he will slam Yokozuna's carcass straight through the ring so hard that it will cause a worldwide earthquake.
Meanwhile, Yokozuna has kept his comments brief, saying, quote, Hulkamania will die. Hogan, you're going down.
We'll see which man's predictions come to fruition as this match rolls on. Wow, what a chop.
Like a frying pan.
And gentlemen, Yokozuna may be but one move away from it.
Oh, no.
Simple waist lock, but able to block into an arm drag. Can we talk about Yokozuna's meteoric rise in WWE? He's accomplished quite a lot in a short amount of time.
Just look at the man's track record at major events.
Dropped to the mat. Hogan's in deep trouble. Maybe not.
Maybe not at all,
Michael. Here comes the Hulkster.
Sit down, Saxton.
I can't help it. Hulkamania's running wild. Look at the Hulkster go. And just like that, the rally is cut short.
Oh, God.
As we get deep into this match, you have to be impressed by a man the size of Yokozuna exhibiting this level of stamina.
Everything about Yokozuna is impressive, Cole. He's gone from 505 pounds at WrestleMania to 550 tonight. But it's not taken away any of his surprising stamina or uncanny agility.
And Yokozuna's maintaining the advantage now.
Hulkster has to find a way, find some energy.
And a suplex. Uh-oh. Oh, my. Down with authority. German suplex. Oh, this is just flat-out punishment. Yoko now a belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering, stunning, and he's down.
Drop the leg, Hogan. Drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko, who kicked out of the leg drop.
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here?
Down on the windpipe. No mercy being shown to Hogan here.
Yokozuna is absolutely unloading here.
A big splash.
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power. Hogan's in trouble. Got him in the corner now. Ooh, right to the midsection.
And a feel.
Just squashing their opponent. That's the kind of cold-hearted offense that's made Yokozuna so feared. Yokozuna on the move.
The big leg drop by Yoko.
Dragging his opponent out of the corner and a thunderous headbutt from Yoko.
It is only going to get worse for the opponent of Yokozuna. From the middle rope. Bullseye drop. The challenger comes up big.
New champ. No, it's not over.
Guys, I thought we were getting a new champion there. Well, we might...
Yoko says this one's over. Bullseye drop.
They just got as bad as it could for the champ. And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout, and new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE Champion.
Here.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Alpha himself.
Fatu and Samu, the Head Shrinkers.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the Head Shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as
Paul E. Dangerously.
and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Alpha, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that, stop them in their tracks, and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as Gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it. And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Headbutt connects. Samu and Fatu, already some success in the tag division tonight, could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well.
Oh, and a headbutt. Running knee. A steady stream of moves taking out Steiner.
The Head Shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the Head Shrinkers.
Looks like that really got him there.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring.
These attacks are chipping away at him.
Samu making an example of his opponent.
The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around. There may be an abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Head Shrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners.
And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. The Steiner brothers have earned most of their wins by utilizing their amateur wrestling skill set. I can't imagine they'll get many grappling opportunities against dedicated brawlers like the Head Shrinkers. Ooh, whoa! The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu's gaining the upper hand.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the Head Shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners.
And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the head shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it. Launching. Bullseye. Put into the corner. What could be next? Splash! Massive.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fight. Soaring.
Ah, there's a headbutt.
Getting lifted to the top rope. Oh, no. Better make reservations at the local medical facility. Superplex from the top.
He managed to get one over on the experienced Steiner there.
Yeah, a very motivated Fatu in front of us. And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the head shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys.
And he's tagging his partner in. Take it over! Go for the win here!
What reflexes!
Looking for the pin!
He cuts the pin attempt short.
Down to Odin, and a double axe handle smash.
Clothesline! What impact!
At this stage, the damage is really mounted.
Yeah, this is troubling. Can only hold on for so long now.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy. What a shot! Oh, what impact! Golly, that sounded rough.
Steiner looking unable to get a leg up in this match.
Fatu just smothering his opponent with offense.
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
And Fatu got stopped in his tracks.
Pulled back into the hip toss.
Going straight to the top turnbuckle.
Getting up real slow. Not quite all there.
Look out! Diving brain chop! Fatu is imposing his will.
Looks like Rick is having trouble generating any sort of defense. Oh, callous Rick. You can see the marks forming already.
And clearly going after his core to slow him down.
What an overhand chop!
Made it for the tag. And a clothesline.
Sent into the corner.
Oh, huge splash.
And now he's going to the top rope.
Ripped in the hard way.
Scott getting worked on right now.
The attacks will not relent from Fatu.
What an overhand chop!
He's in a bad spot on that turnbuckle.
Bird
Pushed in a dangerous position up top. It's about to get worse from here. Indy counters.
Finally, Scott's able to interrupt these attacks for a moment.
Brief sign of adrenaline from Scott. There's the tag.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This... Watch out!
Fatu might be defeated here. Into the cover. Somehow he kicked out.
No telling how much surviving that will cost, though.
I don't know how someone kicks out of that. I don't know how you can still be standing.
And it's going to take composure now. Could just need one more big move.
Tagged with a punch. Methodically targeting the arm. Oof, nails the midsection.
Stomping away, and then the knee right into the throat. Then a knee right to the throat. Boom!
And into the corner he goes.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent.
Oh, face first.
And the head shrinkers just might have it.
Ooh, ouch.
Samu setting himself up top.
Take off.
Big impact.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
Keeps his partner alive. And guys, what a war we're witnessing between the Steiners and the Head Shrinkers.
This is the trickiest bet in all of Vegas, Cole. Both teams so evenly matched, I wouldn't know who to bet on.
Roundhouse kick.
Oh, ouch. Samu dishing it out now.
And Steiner needs to find an opening fast. He's trying again. Samu put a stamp on this one.
Into the pin. There's two. And the Head Shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all, along with the usual achievements if your name is The Rock. 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always-ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday, and he's taking the risk, stepping in here against a newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Intensity on the face of the champion. Challenger in the corner, looking more determined than I've ever seen. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match. What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
Oh, man.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat...
Cobra clutch. He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
Oh, he had that scouted. Raw drop kick. DDT.
Pulls their opponent in.
Belly to belly. And he goes crashing to the outside. He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Wards that off. What a response. Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton.
Helmsley has no control here.
Maivia keeps bringing the energy, and Helmsley has no answer.
And a count. Looking to end this. The schoolboy. And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies.
This capacity crowd, sir. The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send him...
Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra.
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
Tossed to ringside.
Taking flight. Whoa, look out. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. We talk about second-generation wrestlers, but with Rocky, you're talking about 3 generations. This guy is going to be phenomenal.
If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win. Helmsley has the momentum against him here.
Maivia keeps bringing the energy, and Helmsley has no answer.
Perched up top.
Knee drop. Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching peak frustration.
Can't quite put Rocky Maivia away. A testament to the never-say-die attitude of this young superstar.
And he gets it from his dad. He gets it from his grandfather. Maivia knows nothing less than to give it his all.
Big back body drop. You see the height on that?
Maivia dishing it out now. Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover. And Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anoa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principles behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia, because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking out George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualification.
Nice takedown. Stack them up. Looking to steal one there, perhaps.
That's too early for that. Maivia able to evade.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Running power slam! The High Chief just refusing to be intimidated.
The animal has no idea what to make of Maivia. Tremendous pressure applied.
George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, perched up top.
Brace for this impact!
Like a guillotine.
He seemingly got nothing left in the tank, just taking this assault.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here. Oh, man! Maivia just dominated the animal with that one.
We've seen that Steele isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steele, well, I think he just...
Diving leg drop! Oh! Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name.
Peter Maivia has something brewing. Landing on the spine.
No way Steele's coming back from that. From the top, dropping the leg.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Can Steele recover from this adversity?
Wow. Oh, right to the throat. Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. Mistake made by Steele. Boom!
Nice side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
And he's into the pin! He breaks the ref's count after one.
If that won't beat him, I'm not sure anything will.
Peter Maivia turns that around.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
Fighting back, however, punches in the midsection.
Boom, running FTO plants him.
Nicely done. The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. He wants it one more time. Down across the knee. Is it enough? Is it enough for Peter Maivia?
Two. And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
she's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crowd already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morgan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And it's all come down to this. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got a caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia really.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Great power. Crashing down.
Samoan drop. Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade. And now she delivers her back into the ring.
Sent to the corner. Oh, gosh. Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow! Undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months. And Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second Queen of the Ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
I love this, one of my favorite moves of all time. The modified surfboard's locked in.
She gets bounced into the corner.
Feet tied up, has to be feeling vulnerable here. stuck in the tree of woe.
They are doing whatever they please. I see how it is. Going to take any shortcut to bypass a clean competition.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a shortcut, Saxton.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call the move by its real name. It's a Samoan driver. You think Nia Jax doesn't have the Samoan driver scouted?
Jax is showcasing her power right here.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here.
Head control applied from the middle ropes. Tornado DDT.
And she quickly turned that around.
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night. Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax and officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? He had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. But it became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins, and he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnake's music.
He's here. Austin's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Oh, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job. Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry.
We now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life. and said he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold. Yeah, Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone.
Oh, look out!
Taking a flight to nowhere.
Man, oh man, took that crucial leap of faith, and no one was there.
Rikishi finds his target with that one.
Hit with the knee.
And all momentum has been taken from Austin.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
Buster! Thunderous.
Oh man, what a leg drop.
Rikishi feeling like he has a job to finish tonight. A career in Stone Cold's to bring to an end.
Lightning fast punches.
And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Well, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the Shark Tank that is WWE.
Are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. Weird forcing WWE put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's action. I'm just saying I understand it.
Corey, Austin has been out of in-ring action for nearly a year. Does any possible ring rust factor into this match?
Maybe if this actually was a match, but this isn't about arm drags. It's not about drop kicks. This is a fight, and there is never any rust on Stone Cold when it comes to fighting.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin in the picture. And that's thanks to Rikishi.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for the Rock's success. Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
And there's Austin sent flying. And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Pulled in for belly to belly. We've talked so much about motives leading into...
Incoming!
Austin dodges that one.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Uh-oh. Turn it around with a reversal.
Oh my gosh, going head on into the stairs.
Oh, gets put into the barricade.
Oh man, look at this. Whipped into the barricade.
It's right through it. Ooh, sent straight into the ring post. Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. Choke slam!
Landed.
There's been a lot of vitriol coming from fans towards Rikishi these past few weeks. And this Albany crowd is continuing that pattern of disdain.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. He truly believes he's done something for his family, for his people. His family's respect is the only respect he's desperate for. Oh, this match is now all over our announce area.
Oh, this won't be good. Scary mindset for the Rattlesnake. Austin has scouted pictures of Rikishi all over his home. Said that every time he looks at Rikishi. And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair. A relentless Texas Rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the Rattlesnake is taking it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him.
Going for sliced bread. Oh, countered into a power slam. Scooped up. Here it comes. Rikishi. Driver. That's it. Austin is out. Oh, Stone Cold is experiencing the brutality of Rikishi.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
Being set up in the corner for some. Nasty headbutt delivered by Rikishi. Ready to inflict more damage. Here it comes! Rope shaker from Rikishi. Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one.
Rikishi somehow defangs the Rattlesnake. Damn it.
The winner of this bout, Rikishi!
This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used today by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was gonna wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. outside of the ring, man. Just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family, whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga. Until they weren't. Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by, of all things, a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring. Showcase Umaga's cruel brutality and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place. I assure you, my dear friend, Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He could be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title's only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being. He can easily change that trend right here tonight.
phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a three-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
Once the bell rings, these two are going to go at each other full force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 353 pounds, Umaga. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, John Cena!
You can see it in the eyes of each individual. Only razor-sharp focus when this much is on the line.
John Cena and Umaga battling here for the WWE Championship. Will John Cena halt the Samoan Bulldozer's path to destruction?
Cena's going to have to go all out to accomplish that. No one has been able to withstand Umaga thus far. This brutal Samoan has made a mockery of his challengers and is perhaps the ultimate super heavyweight threat.
As Cena could be in for the greatest challenge.
From the top!
You gotta be kidding me! That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time.
What a shot! Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a
Lift off!
Look out below!
Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
I think you're right, Cole. This might just come down to who has more gas in the tank.
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey, and his handler, Armando Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can...
Watch out!
All the way to the outside.
Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
Oh, gets blasted into the steel steps. And you just see Cena's legs bend awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
And he tosses him back in now.
2.
Rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that may be enough to stop a rampaging Umaga.
Oh, headbutt.
And Cena is taking on a lot of offense now.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense.
Ripping at the eyes.
That was showing great awareness of positioning, placing yourself between the ref and your opponent.
And a message sent there letting the champion know the kid gloves are off.
Oh, the claw right to the shoulder. Uh-oh.
It retaliates.
Well, nothing fancy here. Instant victory
for the title. New champ.
What was that? He had him exactly where he wanted him.
Ripping at the eyes. Momentum fully shifted to Umaga.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now. Oh, missed connection.
Whoa, stiff headbutt. Just rake in the face. No, that's not right. Somebody do something about that.
Dangerous move, showing there's nothing they won't do to gain the upper hand against the champion.
Torture rack. Neck breaker. Ripping at the eyes. Cena has no control here.
Umaga is determined right now. Look at...
Umaga with a retaliation.
Claw in the face. Is this necessary?
Right across the face.
Looking for more damage here. Release back suplex. Ouch.
Right into the shoulder. That's gotta hurt.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
A completely relentless attack from Umaga.
Cena needs to find some energy fast.
And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human being.
Mistake by Umaga.
Crucial turnaround there because Cena was falling behind.
But Cena still has to do more.
Definitely an unorthodox strategy. He must have something else planned.
Wow. Oh my gosh, what impact!
And Cena starting to falter here.
Umaga continues to maintain the advantage.
Spiked. Sit out. Pile driver. Thinking of going high risk here.
From the top rope.
Oh, Samoan splash.
Oh, God.
And I could look at Umaga and he reminds me of Yokozuna. His unmatched thickness and size, his unorthodox offense.
Look at Umaga's thighs, his calves. They give him a great power and a great base. It makes him almost... Cena hoisting them up from behind into position for the AA. That is how a true champion defends their title.
He got him! He got him! Cena got him!
Here is your winner, and still the WWE.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end.
Undoubtedly the top. Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building. The undefeated blast off.
What? From up top, right onto the target outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
2.
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey, and his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan Bulldozer. Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
And you just see Cena's legs bent awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a dangerous and deadly savage. And Umaga is in control.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
No question John Cena has his work cut out for him taking on Umaga, who's been aptly named the Samoan Bulldozer for his relentless offense.
Yeah, and while Umaga may not be as refined in the ring as other superstars, his ruthlessness more than makes up for the difference. If Umaga can connect with some truly merciless attacks, then Cena and his title reign could quickly be in trouble. A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan Bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that may be enough to stop a rampaging Umaga. Ripping at the eyes. An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense.
Gar scraping over the eyes.
That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that. And the challenger towing the line of what is acceptable in this title match.
Ah, claw to the face.
Come on, there's no fair play in that.
And I could look at Umaga and he reminds me of Yokozuna, whose unmatched thickness and size is an orthodox offense.
Look at Umaga's thighs, his calves. They give him a great power and a great base. It makes him almost impossible to knock off his feet.
He's thick, he's strong, he's nasty, and he won't be slowed down.
He turns it around on Umaga.
And Cena puts a quick stop to the momentum that was mounting against him.
This could be the turning point for him. It could be the start of a rally.
Arm wringer.
Ooh, eats a big right. Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Overwhelming offense now from Umaga.
Umaga is showing no mercy out there.
And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich...
And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look
out!
out!
A headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan Bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant.
Nice takedown, stacked for the pin. Not sure what the plan is here.
He's not ready for this, Dan.
Here it comes.
Samoan spike. That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
Oh. Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think he forgets that he's even in a championship match. Estrada is very aware of it, but Umaga sometimes... looks oblivious to what's going on, other than the fact...
Oh, look out. It's on neck.
Batten down the hatches. These two.
No signs of either combatant. Each shot landing with a little bit more value.
Pin. Title in the balance.
Retains. No. Challenger kicks out.
How in the world did he kick out? Muscles up their opponent.
Been driven down with Emerald Flosion.
Ooh, right to the throat.
Superstar setting up.
Oh, what a slam. Landed him. And there's a good blow to the body.
It's a torture rack.
Racked up. Not finished yet. Now a neck breaker.
Pulls their opponent in. Belly to belly.
Brought in the hard way.
Winding up.
Samoan spike.
We might see a new champion crowned.
The reign continues. The champ kicks out.
What a display of stamina. The champ showing they are truly worthy of this title.
But things might only get harder from here.
And now the Samoan Bulldozer are going to have to dig a little deeper to close this one out. Cena's getting dominated.
Cena has to find a way to reassert himself.
And Cena retaliates. Double leg takedown. Gonna stack that up here.
So cover. New champ incoming.
New champion. An undefeated champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan Bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE Championship. Cena's title reign is over.
An incredibly impressive showing from...
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check... Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning. Initially hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me. 3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. Two bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor, the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features 2 Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
2 roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match, and accompanied by Paul Ellering and a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akam and Razor, the authors of Pain.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning.
You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
And at a combined weight of 770 pounds, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's an irregular match, Cole. This is Extreme Rules.
These two hit squads are going to tear each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
There's nothing on the minds of these men except dealing as much damage to one another as possible. Both 3-minute warning and the AOP excel at brutalizing their opponents and inflicting massive amounts of pain. But only one of them can be the best at it.
We can safely predict that this is going to be an exceptionally gruesome and painful match to watch.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives. When you're as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over.
Many would call the AOP and 3-minute warning equally brutal. How can one of these teams get the edge in this head-to-head contest?
It's true they're well matched, but AOP tends to be the more methodical.
On the apron. Claw in the face. Is this necessary? Oh, stomping away.
That just knocked him a bit off balance.
Yeah, Rosie looked confident going on the attack.
And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver. Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300. Here we go.
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Oh, man, just punishing.
Down to Otis, and a double axe handle smash.
The clubbing forearm.
Using the cranium. Nothing fancy here, just raw power. I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that.
Watch for the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warning's thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing, and that's the winner's purse. And he avoids what was coming. What a headbutt.
Vicious. With the counter.
As was set up in the corner of the ring.
He's thinking a steel chair. Just wait. He's doing it.
Going for the pin. He's able to kick out before 2.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
What are they attempting to do here? Looking for a suplex. No.
Lands the elbow. Oh, my gosh. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
Oh, looking to torture their opponent. Uh-oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, man. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Flying. Big height, bigger impact.
Forget it. AOP just fell to their demise.
Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme
warning in a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen. They were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history.
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown. First SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you could feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
And Tamina is hoping to live up to her family's legacy. She wants that briefcase. She wants that title. It's in her blood.
Mela is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island, Carmella.
Byron, Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately, so she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya.
Every last woman in this match has chased this opportunity so fiercely. They have chased the championship, perhaps none more so than Natalya.
Winning Money in the Bank would certainly go a long way to helping Natalya prove she too is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Winning that briefcase is like taking the proverbial express lane to success.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are going to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase, become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight. Swinging the elbow to halt the offense. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina.
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Ladder set right in the middle. Tag starts to climb, but needs to move quickly.
Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Well, the hoodie and outtake is ripped off here in the monitors as well.
Some bad intentions here, guys.
Gentlemen, this is what I believe we refer to as
no safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
there is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
That attack might have diminished Charlotte's sense of superiority.
Now you're putting some old school know-how behind that maneuver.
Oh, man. Oh, this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in.
Carmella perhaps realizing there that she's not as untouchable as she claims.
Yeah, Tamina displaying a higher level of aggression. Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
This is the chance. Could be the only one.
The crowd is going absolutely crazy right now.
They know this could be it.
Ooh.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women grow for these kind of moments.
Any of these women,
look out!
Oh, that's just insulting.
That's going to be a moment you want to forget it very soon.
Oh, look at his aggression in the corner.
Yeah, set hard into the corner.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms. Lands an elbow.
The Queen powering up her opponent.
Look at a backpack stunner. And there's the Uranagi. Landed them. Counter on Carmella.
Gosh, landing face first.
And her torso really looks to be the big target here.
Totally helpless at the moment.
Textbook scoop slam. Making the arm numb makes your opponent very... Oh, God.
Cuts off their offense with a swift elbow to the gut.
She's looking winded now.
Yeah, the effects of this ladder match are not going to go away anytime soon.
Powerful contact by Tamina.
Lining up the chest. Oh, man, right into the steel steps.
Boom! Did you hear the impact? Caught in a bad spot. Scoop slam. She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here. Into
This deep into a ladder match, the last thing you want is to start breaking down. She's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her. Up high.
Sliding into the ring now.
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first male submission specialist, Natalya?
Natalya, this is a Hall of Family tradition. And Becky gets caught by an effective attack there.
And the agony has no reason to end as we see her tapping out in pain.
Oh, foot just stomping down. Oof. Looking to go up high. This can continue.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third wind.
Boom. That puts her on the offensive.
Backbreaker. And Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Followed by natural selection.
And that is going to put Tamina out of the equation for a long time.
History on the line. Gary. Championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny, willing to go through hell for it.
Flair just ragdolled to the outside. Oh, that's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it. Whoa, stiff headbutt. Bang, what a boot.
Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my, Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
And Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
Oh, that'll turn your skin red.
Becky Lynch rolls through, and she's
right into that disarmer. She's gonna tap, and she's tapping, but it doesn't even matter. It can't save her here.
The Queen strikes with the big boot.